what does transmission and empowerment mean? Why is it important to receive them? Transmission and empowerment are both teaching. We already discussed how important it is to study, to reflect, and to, because the main causes, one of the main causes of our problems, of our suffering, of our, the way we act and react in this world is because of our ignorance. We all want good things. We all want the best for ourselves, and a little bit good for others also, a little bit. But we are not very clear how to do that. And therefore, in order to try to get something the best for myself, I actually create more problem for myself also in the long run. And that's the samsaric, that's because of our ignorance or delusion, or not understanding how things are. And so therefore we need to learn how things are. We need to learn how to see things really truly and clearly, and we need a good, really positive, good, genuine education, guidance, and that we talked about. Now, transmission is another name for receiving this. If somebody has that wisdom, or some experience and understanding of the wisdom, how things are, then this person gives or shows or guides or this kind of bulk of instructions or teachings to the others. That's sometimes called transmission, because you receive these instructions and experiences from somebody who is more learned, more experienced, more enlightened, and then you kind of transmit it. You get it from somewhere and you give it to somewhere else. You become the vessel through which this transmission happens. So that's why it's called transmission. This transmission is is a general word, but empowerment is usually used more or mostly in Vajrayana. That transmission happens in all different levels of Buddhism also, but empowerment is something a little bit specific for Vajrayana. So here it's the same. It's a transmission of a certain very important or pith instructions. You receive it from somebody and then give it to somebody else in a nutshell. And there is a system there. There is a way of doing it. the person who from whom you received the empowerment should have received it, practiced it, has qualified to give that transmission, and then the person who received that also has to be ready for that, and then the person who gives makes preparations, and then he or she gives that to the person or to the people, the transmission, and when you receive that empowerment, then you have the permission also to practice that, and then you keep on practicing that, and then there is also different levels of empowerment, but maybe we don't need to go there. That's and therefore it is important to receive, because it is the teachings, and without receiving this, then you will not be qualified, or you will not be able to practice. That's why it is important.